How do? Welcome back. Right, this is day, I've lost all count, day 5? Day 5 of 9 in a row. You know what? We had quite an early night last night. There wasn't an awful lot of late stuff going on in Dunfermline. I feel refreshed, I feel reset. I feel like it's the start of the week again and I'm raring to go. So today, staying in Fife, Kirkcaldy is the tour for the day. And just because it's a Wednesday, we're going to be careful. We're making sure that we get around as many that are definitely open as we can. So we're starting right on the outskirts on our way into Kirkcaldy, out here on an industrial estate, and it's going to be this big Marston's pub called a Spiral Weave. Now I don't actually think we've done a single Marston's pub on this Scotland tour so far. So they obviously haven't got as many up here as we've got down in England. Obviously this is a purpose-built one up on an industrial estate, so no old history with this, but let's do it anyway. The Spiral Weave, stop one of the day. Well, one thing I can tell you already is that when they design these, they do them the same in England and Scotland and all over the world, I would imagine. Wherever they've got Marston's pubs, they will look very familiar to you if you've ever been in one before. Yeah, this is one of the carvery ones. They're just setting the carvery up. It's only 11:45. They're setting the carvery and stuff up now, ready to go. It's got a pool table. No cask ales at all, which being a Marston's isn't a bad thing. They do a full Scottish breakfast, so they yeah, not always open for breakfast. Our Marston's, that is a slight difference, but you'll see from the layout and everything. So the carvery takes place down at that end. Obviously, they are very similarly decked out to any that we've seen before. Here, before we get into the centre, obviously, and get rid of the car, it just makes sense to get a few outskirtsy ones done. And there is another one up here on the same sort of little bit as the Marston's. And why not start with the Marston's? Why not back it up with a Greene King? So, home, farm, view. Pub and grill, Greene King's pub and grill brand. So you always know these ones are always open at 11. So although it's the pub and grill brand, it has got a wacky warehouse attached to it. They are normal, well in England, they are reserved for the Hungry Horse brand, which are not as good on the food front as the pub and grill. So, don't know, wacky warehouse, pub and grill. What are we going to find? Let's go see. Right, again, there's no cask for a Greene King. Is that a bad thing? Because I've always harp on about how bad Greene King are at making cask beer. They haven't really got any of the Greene King keg stuff that's good either though, but different horses for different courses, different country, different way of doing things. Totally get it, all right with that. And I will say, this is probably one of the nicest Greene King pub buildings I have ever been in. It's absolutely huge and really nice looking. Ever so big, so this is just one side of it. So yeah, Belhaven, Guinness, Cruise Camo Parade, Tennants, stuff like that on, but that's the bar. Fireplace. It would not surprise me at all, being called Homeview Farm, if this is an old farmhouse, barn conversion type place, something like that, certainly. Classic Greene King style menu, but in all honesty, I'm very impressed by the aesthetic and the look of it. I think it looks pretty amazing. And that'll be through there, I suppose, to your wacky warehouse. Yeah, there's your wacky warehouse. Still one called Chapel Tavern. It's nice to see that Heineken and Star pubs are still doing up here what they do in England. It is all boarded up with a Star pubs to let sign outside. No shock there then. So, still on that big housing area that would have been on, this will be stop 3. This is Eddie's Bar. And I said, I always say to you, go and explore the housing estate pubs. Go and explore them, because they are quite often some of the friendliest pubs you will find, and the people up here are incredibly friendly already. So Eddie's Bar, I'm sure it's no different. Stop 3 of the day. I'm not wrong in what I say. I very rarely am. Although, well, if you listen to my wife, I'm wrong quite a lot of the time. But if you don't listen to my wife, I think I get quite a lot right. And again, this is so worth coming to see. Lovely fella running the place. Maybe he's even Eddie. I don't know. But it's really nice. Inside it, obviously, feeds the entire estate and stuff around here as its pub. Top bombing. Look at that, little I spied. The fireball machine. Fireball machine. £2 a shot. I haven't seen a fireball machine myself before. Holly said she saw one yesterday, but I didn't see it. But yeah, fireball machine. And already, yes, it's only 12 o'clock and there's already what? Five customers in? Pretty good going. There's Eddie's Bar. Refreshing to find so many things open already today, especially on like the estates and stuff like that. Sometimes you don't see these places, certainly not on a Wednesday open at this time, but so far so good. 4 is going to be the Tavern. So it's still on the same, we've come from that way, it's still on the same housing bit, and it is just here on the corner. Stop for the Tavern. Another nice sweet little housing estate pub on a Guinness. It's good Guinness as well. That's always a winner. If you want to watch the racing, stuff like that, do it in here. And that is what you'll find. Quirky, sweet, friendly. A couple more to do around the outskirts, and then we're down in the sort of the town centre part. So the next one along, it's only 2 minutes around the corner. Charlie's. We've done Eddie's. Now, let's do Charlie's. Stop 5 of the day. Lunches in here 12 till 3. We're the only ones here at the moment. Up here, they do all the measures, the Scottish measures. Spirits come in 35ml. That's standard up here. I'm alright with that. I think we should adopt that everywhere. Much better idea. And that for you is Charlie's. So no cask ales thus far anywhere so far today. I wonder if we will find. We're definitely going to find some soon. The other side, and you've got some wicked. So Charlie's a Rangers man, but he's also a Rangers man who does not mind the fact that he's put a Celtic shirt up on the other side, which, you know what, fair play to him. Said, I'm not sure I could put a Derby shirt on my stadium, but this is the bar side of it. He's a lovely fella, absolutely lovely fella. It's a lovely little club, this lovely little place. Definitely worth kind of have a look at. Charlie, he's a lovely fella. So that is a top quality. You meet the authentic people, and that's what I always tell you. I love sometimes just going into places like that, talking to the locals, especially the landlords and things, and hearing their stories. So that was perfect. Still on the estate kind of thing. And next stop, the Steadings, up here with a little co-op. Heard that the food is reasonably decent in this one, and since time is pressing on, it is lunchtime. Might grab some munch while we're in here. Let's go and see what the Steadings has to offer. This is a lovely looking place. Split into 2 sides. You've got a bar side and a restaurant-y style side. The food looks incredible. Had a check out of that on their Google photos and was very interested. It is lunchtime, so definitely. So we are now restaurant sat, ordering some food, which I'm very excited for. Landlady is absolutely lovely. Staff are brilliant. It's a good boozer, this. Look at that. So yeah, blade of beef, mash, hot. Oh, that looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, just having a toasty.
Just want some stodge.
Yeah, you know, I'm more than happy with this. Yeah, because coleslaw goes with this. She doesn't know how tender this beef is, though. Look at that. That just pulls apart. Honestly, this is absolutely incredible. Beef, absolutely incredible. I've been very impressed with the Scottish cuisines that we've had from my starting with my haggis fritters at the World's End the other day, and just going through. Yeah, I've been very impressed with the Scottish cuisine. They certainly know how to cook. Fair play to them. Right, there's another one up on the outskirtsy bit before we get down into the main town centre, and it's this Weavers. So again, a very similar look to Charlie's, to Eddie's, and to the Tavern. Sort of a low one-storey building, purpose built, I would have thought, out. So you've got some houses and stuff down that way, a bit of an industrial bit. Let's go and do Weavers. The people. I said this in Dunfermline yesterday, the people around here are so friendly. Everywhere we've been, again, everybody is just so welcoming. And it just makes the day so much nicer. It's nice when you walk into places and you can just tell that people actually around here care about each other, care about customers that come in and things like that. I love it. Very friendly, very nice looking place. Again, this is. Here's your mix. So I've Innes and Gunner said I was in the tap room the other day, and I'm actually a believer in what they do. So this is your bar at Weavers, but again, yeah, lovely, friendly people, and just a nice place to come and have a beer. But made it down into the town itself now. Everything looks to be reasonably compact. Apparently there's a hill though, so yeah, expect some whinging from me when we get to the hill. But until then, I'm sure I'll be happy as Larry. Who he is, or why he's always so pleased, but you know, that's what I'm going to try and be. So first one on the edge of the town, the Nova. That's N-O-V-A-R, the Nova. Traditional pub grub, 3 large screens for all the live action. Food and drink for every occasion. Well, I've had some food, but I'm definitely up for some drink. Nova, stop 8 of the day so far. Nice little bar. Again, some ladies in dining. They're big on their lunches and things around here. I don't think in England, like on a Wednesday, you would have seen quite so many people having lunches and things like that. And the food quality is amazing. So quite a bit of Wraith Rovers merchandise and signed shirts in this one. Including that signed shirt from the Coca-Cola Cup winners, Division 1 champions. There's also Wraith Rovers. And another signed Division 2 champions, 0809 Wraith Rovers. So, nice to see something that's not just Rangers and Celtic, or, well, Hearts and Hibs, as we did see a bit of around Edinburgh as well. Still no car scale though. 2-minute walk down the road, around a corner, and you'll come to this one. Abbotshall. Again. So, you can see the sea from here, look. Beauty. The coastline looks absolutely stunning. So, what views you get from this? Abbotshall, stop 9 of the day so far. Wanky. Yeah, definitely. It's had some money spent in here. Been decked out very nicely. Feels very modern. Still no cask, but there is an IPA on a keg. So, you know, something a little bit different to the norm. A lot of them everywhere yesterday and today have been very similar tap lineups. But good place to watch the sport, good place to dine. Come out of that, which is just directly behind me, and I can already see the next stop, which happens to be today's sponsors. Been very much looking forward to seeing these guys. Haven't checked out a lot of what they do on their Facebook page and stuff now. Looks a wonderful establishment, and it's just over here. And it's this, the Duchess of Kirkcaldy. So big thanks to these guys for sponsoring today's crawl and bringing us here to this absolutely beautiful little seaside town. Yes, I said I've had a fair old checkout, fair old scout along of what these guys offer, and it looks an incredible offering all the way through. So let's get in, introduce ourselves, say hello, and see it for ourselves. Duchess of Kirkcaldy. Stop 10 of the day. I've seen photos, quite a few photos of this, and I thought to myself, you know what, that place looks pretty quirky, looks pretty cool. I hadn't prepared myself for just how cool it actually is when you come in here. So again, it's all keg stuff, but they've got a decent little mix of stuff, some stuff that I haven't seen. I don't actually think I've seen in Scotland at all until a couple of the Brewdog ones, Alpacalypse on as well, Salt Brewery, and Molson Coors, but yeah, it's nice to see something a little bit different. But this place is pretty impressive. Look, big stage for live music. It's got so much personality and character to it. But so is the whole place. The whole place is just literally full of character, quirkiness, and I just think it looks great. I think it's absolutely brilliant in here. Something completely different. They've done a really good job with kitting this. Here is little keg mix. So Hazy Jane and Wingman. I'm actually a big fan of the Wingman Session IPA, but I've gone with the Hazy Jane in here because why not? 5% and all that for mid-afternoon. But yeah, look at that. What a great looking place. This may well be the route to the toilets, but trust me, it ain't just the route to the toilets, because there is a beautiful little snug area down here as well. And if you carry on walking through, more wonderful little rooms. This is the walk to the toilets. Yeah. But beautiful little rooms, and apparently there's more tables in here usually, but they've got 120 people booked for the quiz tonight, so it can hire it as a function suite usually. Tables are all out because they've got so many extra people coming, but I can see myself sitting in one of them. Honestly, it's a great boozer. Live music every weekend, quizzes, other bits, gotta love it. Absolute banger of a boozer. Walking down then straight over from the Duchess, you can see it there. Walk straight over from that. It's essentially what is their high street looking part. The next stop, stop 11, is this. Penny Farthing. And I'm told that this could well be a bit quirky as well from what people have said on the internet, but looking forward to it. So literally as far as from there down to here, from the Duchess, to get to the Penny Farthing, and then we are heading this way through. So we've got local guides, Mark that we met the other night in Edinburgh, and Sarah from the chair of the local camera branch, so proper guides. Let's get into the Penny Farthing. It's told quirky. I'd go with quirky, but I'd also go with absolutely awesome. The place is brilliant. It's something, again, it's something completely unique, completely different to anything else that we've seen today or yesterday or anything like that. So full of personality, full of character, and just a really, really interesting looking bar. Still no cask though. Take you down from this end of the main bar though. All the leather seats and things like that, I think look pretty awesome. So I've got myself a Guinness again, but loads of great regulars, loads of cool people in, and it just looks, it's different, isn't it? It's different. It's what you want. I love it. I absolutely love it. Jim Davison has frequented the place before as well. So how's that, eh? Absolutely love the decor in there, and once again the people, just absolutely fantastic people. 50 yards down and across the road, and it's this Alfie's sister pub to where we ate earlier. So very, I mean, I'm still that feather bladed beef that I had was absolutely phenomenal, and this is another one in the repertoire. And there was also one in Dunfermline we did yesterday, the Glen Tavern. So definitely up for this, definitely looking forward to it. Alfie is stop 12 of the day. Rustic, full of charm, full of personality, and just a decent looking bar. I'm having a great day. Honestly, I'm having an absolutely storming day thus far. I think it's a really wicked place, this Kirkcaldy. Like, very, very cool. Still no car scale, but I'm reliably informed that we will find some. So, you know, I mean, I've got the chairman of the camera out with me, so, well, the local camera, like Sarah, she reliably informs we will find some car scale at some point, though, so I'm happy with what we're doing so far. There you go. A couple of pool tables. It's had a fun game of pool. Plenty of the old fireball around here. They absolutely love fireball around here. I've seen a few fireball machines and plenty of fireball signs so far. What a good looking little bar this is though. Pool table as well. That pool table, just had a game of pool on that. It's a really good table. I'm only saying that because I won. Like, I don't win very often, so I'm only saying that because of that. Courtesy of the venue as well. We've got some fireballs. Holly looking forward to a fireball. No. Holly refusing to drink the fireball. Yeah, pretty much so. I'm getting it down me. Right, route is going to be slightly sporadic because it's a Wednesday. Certain things shut quite early and we want to get round them all. So, headed down past a few that we will loop around and do later to come along to this beauty of a little sort of bottle shop, craft beer place called, Crafty. Established 2022, just up the little slope from Wetherspoons. Apparently there were two dogs in there waiting for me to fuss and say hello to. So, forgive me if I don't spend much more time with you and I get in there. But yeah, stop 13 of the day. Crafty, looking forward to this one. Sometimes it amazes me that the amount of breweries that there are across this great nation, especially for beer. And I can come all the way to Kirkcaldy, all the way up here. 7 hours from my house, this is by the way, 7 hours. And you find beers from Neon Raptor and Blue Monkey. Two of Nottingham's premier exporting breweries. The beers are in here. Wonderful. This place is great. And yes, there were two dogs to fuss when I got in. One of which is called Holly. So yeah, there you are. Blue Monkey Brewery. That's Cinder Toffee Stout. If you've never had it, by the way, Cinder Toffee Stout is an absolute belter. I've actually got a Neon Raptor slushy sour, Dr. Pepper slushy sour, but you can see find neon clusters and stuff in there as well. Wonderful, wonderful little shop, wonderful looking little place, and yes, several keg lines on. But the dogs, this is Ted. Ted's a psycho, yep, and this is Holly, and Holly is my new favourite Holly in the entire world, aren't you, sweetheart? Yes, you are. No, I've told her. Yeah. You're right, absolutely love it in there. But there's one here that were commenting on the Facebook to say, come and see us. Literally just down between Wetherspoons and Crafty. And they said, come and see us. And apparently they shut in 15 minutes. So, better do it now. Barty's. looks quite quirky, looks quite cool. So while I'm here, let's do Barty's, shall we? Looks a nice little gaff, this. I say that the people of Kirkcaldy, they are absolutely lovely, but they are trying to kill me. So Craft, you've just given me this this like peppermint shot, mouthwashy type thing. Probably one of the nicest shots I've ever tasted. Now I've come across to here, and they're now getting me another whiskey liqueur thing. We got sent fireballs in Alfie's. They're trying to do me in. If I'm never seen again, contact. I don't know who you contact in Scotland, but yeah, if you never see me again, you know why. Here you go. So this Glaswegian heart, yes. I mean, this is stuff that I tried a couple of these the other day. This one I've gone with a Heidi Weiss. Now what, it is top notch, and it's a lovely looking gaff. So I'm glad I made it over to see it. You should definitely come and see it. So cafe bar, proper cafe bar with. If you want to do your decorating and stuff while you're in it, you can do that as well. Top people, top looking place. And great little stop off. Glad to have managed to get in there. Lovely people. Again, I'm having such a good time. It's so refreshing sometimes going around places where everybody is just so happy and just so nice and polite and pleasant, and just no BS or anything like that. Right, come out the end of that, head back down the high street bit. Next one, I've heard a lot about this, and I have a feeling we're about to get some car scale. Betty Nicol's is its name, and it is here in this grand old looking building. But yeah, a lot of people, so I absolutely love the windows on the front of it already. A lot of people had said Betty Nicol's was one of the pubs today that would stand out for me. One of the ones where I would go, you know what, very, very pleased to have been there, and I will be talking about this for months on end, which is quite possible. Let's go and find out why. Talk to me. Well, actually, while I say talk to me, I mean listen, because if you talk, I won't be able to hear you, will I? Because you're watching a video. Right, listen to what I say. This was shouted out to me so many times today. So many people said, you will get to Betty's, you won't want to leave. You will love the place. And once again, so many people have been right in everything they've said. So I have found some car scale today, and it's good car scale. It's really, really good. This place, Victorian pub, tiling, stunning, bar, stunning, people, amazing. You will love this. Go on with that one, float mode. Fine, I said it. The Jarl is amazing anyway. I had the Jarl several times. The Jarl is brilliant, but that float mode, absolutely. Victorian pub, so look at the wood. Look at the wood, look at the bar. Look at the tiles. Look at everything about it. Look at I love this. One room, it's all in one room, but you know what, it is absolutely 110% up my street. It is just a phenomenal looking pub. That everybody, stained glass up there that I haven't seen either, the tiling, everything about it. This is a 10 out of 10 boozer. 10 out of 10 boozer. 10 out of 10 boozer. That people said, I won't want to leave, and I don't. I would happily spend the rest of my day in here, and the rest of my life. What a pub. I didn't even realise, look, that there is a second room, second seating area down the back up here, look. With some more stained glass and stuff like that. A bit quieter up here. But yeah, another little room to the back. This is a brilliant boozer. An absolutely brilliant boozer. It is amazing. 10 out of 10 pub. Absolutely loved it. Right, Harbour Bar apparently used to be one of Kirkcaldy's best boozers. But it's having a rest. Don't ask me what that means. So, yeah, but at the moment it definitely isn't open, which is a shame. And 20 yards past that, you can note the exploded windows upstairs. So, a £7 million cannabis factory. And you can, honestly, you can actually, I don't know when it was, but you can actually still smell the cannabis that blew up, blew the windows out. So, Harbour Bar, £7 million cannabis factory that apparently blew the windows out. Anyway, we digress, we carry on. We're going up this hill to get to the ones that might be shutting early. One up the hill, I'm still breathing, as you can see. Sorry to disappoint some of you, because I know some of you watch these videos that hope that I keel over, but I haven't. Right, up at the top of the hill. So this is the furthest we're going up here. It's all downhill from here, as Newfound Glory once said. That's a great song, by the way. So, no, right. Anyway, mate, to this is the Feuer's Arms. Yeah, I could have got it wrong massively and said Führers, but I've said that in my head about 42 times before I dared to speak. Führers Arms is what they are calling it. The yeah, Führers Arms. You know, safe. I'm safe with that. That's fine. It looks beautiful, to be fair. It's up here on a side street, so we walked for about 10 minutes up a hill, get around here, but it does look like it's going to have been well worth the walk, doesn't it? You know how much. Hear me out. You know how much I dislike walking up hills, right? I would walk up a hill every single day of the week to come back and be able to show you this. And I'm not even going to talk. Well, I am going to talk, but I'm going to show you why. This is why. So from the tiling on the floors to the tiles in the bar. So these little bits in the bar, look, they are there, still preserved. That is where people used to strike their matches to be able to light them to smoke inside the pub. They are still preserved in here. The stained glass, the windows. I mean, I would imagine years ago they were probably oil lamps, but hear me out. That bit at least did need to change. But so this, you can still see on the etched glass. This is the gents' toilet. So you can still see here on the etched glass the jug bar. So they come in here, fill their jugs up, take their beer away. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? The tiling on the floor. The tiles, like the little mosaic bits of doing it, it's so impressive that this has been saved and preserved in the way that it has. So the reason the bar space behind is so big, when you look at how much little space we've got in front of it, the reason it's so big is because factory over the road years ago, they needed so many staff behind that bar to cope with how busy the place was, that is why the bar is as big as it is, when it probably doesn't really need to be. And let's take it to the gents. Don't do this very often, do I, with these videos? Thanks to the gents, so the gents' urinals are pretty impressive. But that is the cistern that goes to the urinals. Original. 1800s, early 1800s. Jug bar, that's what I just showed them. They come through here, come through the door, jug bar, filled their jugs up, gone from there. Honestly, what an absolutely incredible pub. Right, I actually got it wrong. It wasn't the furthest point we were walking to, because there is one more. When you hang around with the chair of Fife camera, let's face it, they're going to know where all the best boozers are. Apparently this has been run by the same landlord for a very, very, very long time. And it's definitely worth the little walk along the road. So we've walked another 2 minutes in the opposite direction from where we were, down to the end. And I've done that so that we can do Bogart's Lounge Bar. Landlord has been here for an eternity. Apparently, lovely fella, so I'm told, and it was somewhere that we should. You want something authentic Kirkcaldy? Apparently, this. Well, I can see from the tartan already on the sign. You want somewhere authentic Kirkcaldy? This was where we needed to come. Let's go and see Bogart's Lounge Bar. I'll tell you what, I've come in here. I met this lad, right, and he's just been at the chip shop. He's like, yeah, I've got some fish and chips coming. Yeah, well, guess what he's going to turn up with? He's turned up with a battered pizza. I ain't even joking, he's turned up with a battered pizza. Look at this state of this lad. Kirk has turned up with a battered pizza. Look, a battered pizza. Yeah, it's got a battered pizza with a chip stuck to the bar. A battered pizza.
From Ronaldo's.
Don't judge the bar based on Kirk. Don't judge the bar based on Kirk having a battered pizza. Well, yeah, like, have a look around the fact that it's actually a really nice, really cool little bar. But yeah, turn up with a battered pizza. A battered pizza. What is wrong with you people up here? You'll batter anything, you will. Absolutely batter anything. But aside from that, it's absolutely beautiful little bar. Lovely fella runs it. It's dog friendly. And look at this absolute little sweetheart rescue. Sarah. She is so cute. Wicked little bar. Lovely people running it. But yeah, they let people in that eat battered pizza. Battered pizza. I don't know. I don't even know where to go with this. Break in half for us. Go on then. Let's set right, a battered pizza. Honestly, but I mean, it's dough, isn't it? Like, why would you batter a pizza?
Absolutely brilliant. You cannot beat it.
You cannot beat it. To be fair, I've had some of the curry sauce. The curry sauce is down, but I don't understand why on earth you've battered a pizza.
It's crispier. So much more texture to it.
Pizza is the topping.
They will, honestly, up here, they will batter just about anything. Wise, we are definitely now on the walk back. So we're getting back to that hill, that mammoth hill that I wasn't a fan of coming up, but I'm definitely going to enjoy going down. That was fine. So this is stop 17 so far of the day. I am loving this town. I'll be honest, this town is absolutely phenomenal. Met some incredible people, seen some incredible pubs so far, and I'm told this next one is another absolute banger. It's the Path Tavern. So this is where we carried on. We walked way past that to go to the last two. We walked way up beyond the houses. So we're coming back the hill, go down to here, turn right the hill, back into the town, down that way. But the Path Tavern is one that has been recommended so many times so far today. Everyone said this is one. Kind of Kirkcaldy, can't miss this one. And I don't intend to. Path Tavern, 17 for the day. So pub dates back to 1750. And again, you can see this when you come in. You can see this layout, this design, and this style having been here that entire time. The bar, again, bar is very long. It fills the bar and the back bar fills half the room. Fills half the room. It's a one-room pub. That fills half the room. So like we've seen up the road, the bar space that they needed back in the day, massive to cope with it. But 1750, and you can tell. Kirkcaldy's oldest pub, right? So dates back to 1750. 1750. It's unspoiled. It's uncompromising. It is the way God intended it to be. 1750. One room. Massive, great space behind that bar, like I said to you. McEwen's 70 and 80. Belhaven's best. Tennant's all the Scottish beer you would expect to find. Kirkcaldy's oldest pub. There it is. I just sent him out. I said, is the wheat sheaf that we didn't do earlier 100% open till 11? He went, I think so, yeah. I think so. So, walking down the ice street, and the next one as you come back down the slope is this one. Heritage Bar. That will be stop 19 of the day so far. In for a quickie. And straight out again, hopefully, because we need to get to that wheat sheaf. Definitely got party pub vibes, party pub feels to it. They do a bit of karaoke in here. And you can tell they do a bit of karaoke in here. But I haven't got time for karaoke. We're trying to get through what we can. I guarantee you, they do a bit of karaoke in it and they have a proper party. That's the Heritage Bar for you. Again, they ain't shy of a whiskey, are they? They are never shy of a whiskey in Scotland. Do the wheat sheaf, because it ain't open. That's annoying. Because it looks quite a decent little pub as well. So 10 o'clock already, well, then 10, like I've just gone up past 9, already closed. I'm not able to do it, so that's sad, because we're going to do everything else pretty much around here, not get a chance to do that. So next stop is going to be this. It's the Spoons. The Robert Nairn. That's an old bank building, if ever I saw one. Certainly looks like it is, if it wasn't. But it's up 20 of the day so far, just here. So yeah, no wheat sheaf sadly, but Robert Nairn up next. There's your Spoons. Ain't a bad looking Spoons to be fair, but that carpet, 100%. You find my videos, you watch the Wetherspoons car, I've seen that carpet at least 3 other Spoons, at least. Right, I think there are 2 that we definitely can still do. So 20 down, this will be 21 for the day so far. It's Montague's here on the corner. Yep, still open. Categorically open till 12, we were told earlier as we walked past, so glad to be back at this one and find the lights still on. That is certainly good. Montague's 21. One of those late night fun pub vibes, very Littentry, Yates's style like vibe. Very smartly decked out, very nice. Still open. Party pub, most definitely a party pub. Decent enough keg mix all across the bar. Lovely stuff, you know. It is Amber Taverns, so that explains the cheap prices and the keg range of what is on the bar. So the staff are lovely. It is very nicely decked out again. Amber do spend some money on the deck outs, so should have known. Amber Taverns, cool staff, nice vibe, decent Guinness. Stop of the night. So it's 22 for the day, and it's a Stonegate. If that isn't a Stonegate, I will eat my hat. It looks like a Stonegate. It smells like a Stonegate. It's got to be a Stonegate, isn't it? It's got to be a Stonegate. It's called the Exchequer, and I'm reasonably confident in my assumption that this is going to be a Stonegate place. Traditional Frias, so they say. The Exchequer, 22 for 22. So the only one that I think that we actually set out to do that we haven't been able to do is the wheat sheaf. So final stop for the night, Exchequer. So final resting point, final stop of the night. Yeah, Stonegate boozer. Looks, smells, feels like a Stonegate. Mixer points, Standard kind of Stonegate tap lineup. Friendly staff. Good look, great place to watch the sport because they always are, aren't they? Great places to watch the sport. That is what you get with a Stonegate. Screens all over. Everywhere you want. You'll be able to watch, honestly, wherever you want to watch the sport from it, you will be able to watch the sport. So the Exchequer, yeah, boosted us up to 22. There are some we haven't been able to get through, which is a shame, but I thought Kirkcaldy has been a brilliant. Talk about it outside. 22 ain't a bad innings, but there is definitely more stuff here in Kirkcaldy that we could have done. I think this has been really good. I think we came with very little expectation, expecting it to be reasonably average, but absolutely banging. Thought the place was absolutely phenomenal. So, cheers to Kirkcaldy for being pretty wicked. We will see you very soon. Actually, well, I'll see you tomorrow in Glasgow. Cheers.